that is healthy, um, that's just natural, that's not forced, a love that I haven't seen or understood before, but I want to learn it. I want to water it. I want it to be as if it's a plant that I can water it and watch it grow and give it sunlight. I think a lot of times love is a plant. You have to water it, you have to give it sunlight, you have to let it grow. And a lot of things don't grow. A lot of things in life now are not plants. A lot of things in life do not get sunlight. It's a dark place. And what I want to see and feel and love, a lot of times I didn't experience that. And it just has not to do with a relationship of a woman, but just in life, what you experience growing up, being a man, trials and tribulations, and coming from just a bad situation, a lot of things in love or memories you didn't see, you didn't feel, or maybe you did want to feel it, but that feeling was just a thought. It was a vision, but it was not actually something that actually really actually happened. And I think it's important for things to happen that are dear to me, because I'm speaking for myself tonight. Because a lot of times I take my mind and I put it in a place of something beautiful, a place where it's safe, a place where it's quiet, a place where there's no arguments, a place where there's no evil, a place where things are normal. I take myself to a place like that. I always try to put my mind in a place of that, where I'm taking myself to a world where it's not dysfunctional, it's not toxic. Love does exist. Um, Dysfunction is not allowed. I really do take myself to a place where it's quiet, it's safe, it's beautiful. It's okay for me to be myself and let my guard down, you know, because as a man, you can't really let your guard down, or it's not really safe, or it's not healthy, or you have to question everybody. And I constantly, I guess, create a world where things are just normal. The color of my skin don't matter. Um, it's not a lot of arguing, bickering. It's just a lot of uplifting and love and people working together and sticking together and being normal once again. Um, I've been in a world for a while now where I've seen everything just be so dysfunctional. Um, Things wrapped around being toxic. Relationships not healthy, whether it's with a woman or a woman with a man or a family or just within a community. I've learned to see the world for what it really, really is. So a lot of times I just take myself to a place where, because see, in this world, you have to really shelter yourself. You can't really be here, there. You have to watch how you move. You have to move with caution. You have to be safe. This is not a world where you can just go outside and be boo boo the damn fool. So I try to put myself in a place and in the mind where this is this world where you don't have to do those things. It's not evil going on. People are not broken. People are not depressed. In this world where people are not being violent. It doesn't matter what the color of your skin is. It's just a comfortable environment. It's loving. It's safe. Everybody's getting along. Children are healthy. Because I have to put myself in that type of mentality that things are healthy, things are safe. A lot of people don't move the way they want to move because of what they went through, what they've been through, something that broke their heart, something that they saw growing up, the environment that they came from. A lot of us was just broken from the time that we was born. We come from a broken home. So I always try to put myself in a mind where a home is not broken from the time you come out, because I don't think a lot of the times we really just see things for what it is or whatever, and we do, but we don't talk about it. We kind of keep it to ourselves because a lot of people really are sheltered. They don't go anywhere. They don't really talk to people. They're hurt about something from years ago. So me personally, I really do try to put myself in a mind and in a feeling where I'm in this place where it's quiet, it's comfortable, it's safe. People are positive, hearts are not broken. People ain't on drugs, and I'm not just meaning like a hardcore drug, but a prescription drug, because prescription drugs got us messed up out here, from the depression, the heartbreak, the whatever that your mind is going through because of what life has dealt you. Life has not been easy for us, and I really try to put myself in a mind frame of everything's okay. Things are not what they used to be, whatever that it is, to be positive. But I try to create that space in my mind to always think healthy, to try to just put myself and create a world or whatever that I'm willing to work hard for, where it's just safe. I just want to be in a safe place in my mind and in my spirit, and just around me. And I guess, when you went through a lot, you've seen a lot. I take out time to just put myself in that place. A lot of times I'm mad, or I'm aggressive, or I'm just, in some type of mood, because see, a lot of times you don't understand, when you're a man and you're a man of color, you have to be aggressive. You can't work with a lot of emotions. Nobody really do give a damn. So you just have to make the best of what's going on, and just whatever that you go through, just take it on the chin like a man and keep moving. It's not been easy. It has not been easy. It has not been fair. And life is actually hard. But I try through all of that, through all of whatever has happened, whether it's been something that maybe the next person couldn't handle and they just really lost their mind, because I've been in places like that. I'm just thankful that I have a strong mentality, but I always thankful that I'm able to create some space in my mind where it's just actually healthy. That's just my goal for everything to do in my life, is healthy, it's safe, it's uplifting, it's positive. I just see a lot of crummy stuff all the time. I just want more out of life. I think that it's important in your life to just focus on what you want. I'm not just comfortable with where I'm at. I've always wanted more. I always want to create a better space. I always want to be treated a certain type of way. And in order to get that type of treatment, to live a certain type of way, to have a certain type of happiness, you actually have to put in some work for that. A lot of people don't want to talk about it, but happiness is not free. Happiness requires work. Happiness is not easy. Happiness is hard work, and you have to put the work in. And I'm always in a place where I'm putting in the work, or I'm just tired in my mind, because I'm always trying to create this healthy space, because it's just not a healthy environment out here nowadays. Um, it's hard finding somebody to love you. It's hard finding somebody that you can trust. It's hard finding somebody that's on the same page as you. That's another thing, that in life, you're out here doing it alone. You don't have a good relationship with people, or you know you're actually by yourself, waking up trying to cope with everything. And at a certain point in your life, companionship is important. Companionship is healthy for the soul. A lot of people don't want to talk about it, but being in a relationship and having somebody who cares about you is healthy for you. It's healthy for time. It's healthy for the home. It's healthy for the spirit. And no matter how much I might enjoy from time to time, well, I'm single, or I'm by myself, a lot of days I don't enjoy that, because that's not fun. It's not exciting. And meeting somebody new all the time, or whatever, is that really so healthy all the time? When you're meeting somebody new, what is it new that might happen to you? It would be my question. That's the part about the new thing that people don't want to talk about, is that when you're meeting somebody new, what is it that's new that might happen? Something new might happen that's not positive. Now you already been damaged before. Now you got another layer of damage on you. And that's another thing that I put in my mind. And I'm just always trying to create a space of, maybe the fairy tale will happen. Maybe the fairy tale will happen where I just wake up and everything just beautiful. I try to put myself in that mentality that a fairy tale will happen. And I think that's important for me to feel like that, because I mean, it's really, really hard or whatever. Like I was looking at myself and I was like, damn, I had got a big house. I had got this, I got that. And I got all of this stuff for what? I had this intention to have a woman and have a family. And it was a lot of stuff I would say that I was working towards or working to have. And when I accomplished those things, um, that picture I had painted, everything wasn't in the picture, you know. And some days that bothered me, and some days it does bother because I'm like, I put in all of this work to have this, to have that, to have a family, to have the space for a family, to be comfortable, to have a good lifestyle. And I worked hard for that for years, and I didn't accomplish that. I accomplished a house or material things or money to go on trips, and but the part about it being the right woman or whatever that really I wanted in my heart, those parts I didn't accomplish. And I guess I was upset about that. And not even upset where I'm bitter about, anything, but a lot of times when you work towards something and you got a goal or something, and I think a lot of my goals are not other people's goals. My goals might be different than yours. And that's fine. Because tonight I'm speaking for myself. My goal was to be happy. Have like some beautiful woman. And beautiful mean that she ain't got to be a damn model. That's not what I'm saying. But if she's beautiful to me, she got a beautiful heart, she got a beautiful mind, we can have a beautiful situation. That was just kind of the theory I had for myself. If this woman is beautiful to me, let's have a beautiful life. I know things ain't perfect, but I just feel like it can be. If you got that type of mentality, it really can be if you have that type of mentality. But if your mentality is not that, then I'm sorry. But just, again, I'm speaking for myself tonight. I've always kind of had like maybe something magical could happen where I just meet this woman or whatever, and it's just like, poof. She was just like Cinderella. She put the damn glass on her feet, the slipper, damn it, and everything just turned into this great situation. And I mean, that's how I be wanting to feel about it, because I just don't be wanting to have a bad disposition about everything all the time. I really, really don't. Like, I don't want to feel like everything is just negative. It won't happen. Nobody's going to love me. It'll never be the fairy tale. I have to keep some type of positive thought in my head is what I'm thinking, And I really do try to create this space, y'all, where it's just like, I just see myself in love, or I see myself with a family, or whatever that it is. Because even as you get older as a man, I learned you still can go out here and create whatever that it is that you want to do. You can have kids. You could go find a woman. Like, I'm just trying to put my mind to still keep that type of thought. Because it's like, I don't want to be, eventually I'm out here and I'm old and I'm out here just by myself. Or just having sex with hoes. Excuse my language. I'm just saying, like, that's my mentality, is that certain things I wanted to accomplish. And it had nothing to do with financial success, goals on a job, whatever. No, that's not what the fuck I was talking about. I had this picture again. It's this beautiful woman. It's this nice house. It's the picket fence. It's the little fucking dog and all of this other little corny shit folks would say. Man, that's kind of like what I was thinking. And I was thinking like that because, I mean, hey, I seen a lot of shit up in the streets. So it was just like me wanting to have this positive situation. What's wrong with that? All that shit I saw outside, I'm cool on that, bro. I'm good. You know what I'm saying? You can't really tell me that my thought, my mentality of just a safe environment, a safe world, a comfortability. Your heart is comfortable, my heart is comfortable. We know we ain't on bullshit with each other. That's the type of world I have been creating in my mind since I was a kid, that it's this world where your heart is comfortable, my heart is comfortable. We got this comfortable heart world. Ain't nobody hurt. Ain't nobody getting depressed. Ain't nobody snaking each other. Ain't nobody just doing no garbage. It's just, it's positive. I create that type of world in my head. And I guess since I was a kid, I had been through so much, and I've been through so traumatized that I have to do that. And I'm glad that I have done that since I was young, to put myself in this positive world, because it has to be some type of escape in your mind. It has to be where you're believing in your mind that, hey, maybe it's some light at the end of the tunnel. Again, a lot of stuff I was working for, a lot of goals I had accomplished, when I stood there, damn, I ain't got nobody to share this with. Damn, don't nobody really love me. See, a lot of times success it's not the greatest when you don't have nobody to share that with. It's a great feeling when the lights on and the camera's on and everybody rah, rah, rah. But when the cameras go off, when the goal is accomplished, when the money get made, when the house lights get turned off, where's the person that loved you? Where's the people that loved you? See what I'm saying? You can accomplish everything in the world, but what does it mean a lot of times if it ain't a safe, loving person right there? Somebody who you actually in love with. Somebody who's actually supportive of you. Somebody who you're actually safe with. See, materialistic things is like, you have to question what somebody love you for. To be in the presence of somebody that you don't have to question their love. You don't have to question who they are. You know that even if y'all get into it or whatever, you still don't have to question who they are and what they might do, because you know them and they know you, and you know how far it's going to go, and you know how far it ain't going to go. See, this is the type of world that I created for myself. This is the type of world that I'm in. And I kind of sanction myself off from people, because I'm in this world where, hey, if we upset, we ain't upset forever. Hey, if we mad, we ain't doing just crummy shit to each other. I really try to constantly have this world where it's a fairy tale. I just wake up and it's magical here. I think you have to do that when you really look at life. A lot of the times you see it's been crummy. It's been not the greatest. You've been hurt. You've been betrayed. You've been put down. You've been bamboozled, etc., etc., etc. Straight on up. That's really a lot of the times or whatever what the situation is. So I guess sometimes I sit with myself, or I wake up, or some nights when I go to bed and I go to bed to myself or whatever. Even times when I could just be honest, I'm like, I can't just pretend to love, or just, I'm not in a place where I just feel like I could just have somebody here to have them here. Or I could just feel my bed to, you leave my bed and it's like, I don't want you in my bed. I just wanted you there for a second. That's something that I think about, is that with a woman or whatever, as a man, you can have all the women in the world. You really, really can. You can sleep with all the women. You can just have women after woman after woman, but you will never ever satisfy that lust. But to find a woman that you enjoy her company, if she's mad at you, you give a fuck about that. If you sick, it's just different shit that I just understand as a man, and I think about that or whatever, because like a lot of times I will sit by myself because I can't pretend to want to be in the company of somebody that I don't enjoy. Or if I'm in the company of you and you're only here for a certain reason for you to leave immediately. I think that a lot of times when I'm thinking I'm in a place of, I woke up by myself, I went to bed by myself, I did this today by myself. I didn't share any type of experience with a woman that I love. I didn't share just a laugh, a joke, or I didn't reach out and touch you, or I didn't roll over in the middle of the night and touch you. I mean, That's just something that I think about, and I guess that's what place I'm in right now, because I guess sometimes when you wake up as a man, you think about certain things or whatever, and I just wanted to just express that some days I wake up and I'm like, damn, I don't got a wife. And even if I'm not married, but just this is the wife, this the lady that I fuck with, this the lady that, you know what I'm saying, I'm safe with, this the lady I enjoy, this the lady or whatever that if she say something to me or she mad at me or whatever, like, damn, you know what I'm saying, I'm in trouble type shit, okay. But if anybody else, I don't get no fuck. So I guess I looked at my life and I'm like, I didn't see myself being a single dad, or I didn't see myself in a lot of situations that occurred with trying to love somebody. That was not what I signed up for. That was not my train of thought. That was not what my purpose was. Like, I don't want to be a single dad. I don't want to wake up to myself. I don't want a bunch of women in my face or whatever that I can't trust. Like, it's just a lot of different things that you understand as you grow, as you a man, or even if you just be honest or whatever within yourself. Certain stuff, when I look around, I'm like, that's not what the fuck I signed up for. That's not what I wanted. I didn't deserve that. That was not what that was supposed to be. That was not how I looked. That was not my plan. That was not my goal for that. And a lot of times when you look at it's so supposed to look like this, but it didn't. That's a problem or whatever for me, you know? I guess sometimes or whatever, and I ain't even gonna say, I guess a lot of times I just look and I'm like, this is not it. Like, I talk about love a lot. I make a lot of love content. I'm a positive person or whatever. But a lot of times I'm not, because that's not the type of world I live in, where it's just all beautiful and roses and love. And, you know, people are so broken. Like, I'm in this positive world because, I mean, yeah, a lot of stuff happened to me. Okay, yeah, sure. But I'm just not in that place where I don't still believe. I still believe that it's a greater good. I still believe that something magical can happen. I still believe that one day I'm just going to wake up and be in love. I don't know. I just try to think like that instead of thinking about all the bad shit that happened. Because a lot of bad stuff didn't happen. You know what I'm saying? And I don't want to just be in that place where I just don't ever try to reach for my goal. Like, I always felt like if I want to love a woman, she can't be on the same block as me. She can't be in the same radius as me. I always try to think outside of the box to create this world that I want. And I feel like if you're always trying to create that space that you want, eventually something might happen that is good. But I don't want to be by myself. Straight up. I want to make up for, maybe it's a feeling that I missed in love. It's a memory I missed in love. It's an event, a time, a place. It was things that I was supposed to be creating and doing in love. Memories I was supposed to be creating. Feelings I was supposed to be feeling. And I didn't accomplish those things. And I'm upset about that. How about that? I don't like that. It's a certain type of love I want to feel. It's a certain type of look that I'm looking for when a woman look at me. It's just, I feel some type of way. I feel some type of way. Like, I could be around a woman and I could just be like, she not it. Like, it's a feeling, it's a want, it's a need, it's a desire. I need to be loved. I'm not one of those men like, I don't need nobody to love me. The fuck up out of here. I'm not finna sit up here and say as a man that I don't need nobody to love me. You crazy as hell. I don't want to be by myself. I don't want to be mean. I don't want to be bitter. I don't just want somebody where I just clap her cheeks and she go home. No, sometimes I need somebody really with me, there for me, to uplift me, to talk to me, to stroke my ego, and whatever that magical shit that a good woman do. That's what I need in my life or whatever. A good woman is healthy. Like, healthy for the soul. A lot of men live longer because they had a good woman in their life. And I understand a lot of those things. And I guess a lot of the times I didn't get to experience those things. And I was pissed off about that shit. It's easy to go outside and meet a bunch of women where you can have sex with them and be disrespectful with them and disorganized and just, just do hood rat shit with. But to be in the presence of a woman or whatever that has an aura of love, or aura of nurturing, or the eye of beauty or whatever, because in her eyes, just that she's about to treat you like a beautiful fucking person. And I want to be treated like the beautiful person that I am. Because outside of my outer appearance, it's a beautiful person inside of here. You see what I'm saying? It's a beautiful person. Fuck my looks. Fuck how rah-rah masculine I might come off. It's a beautiful person inside of here or whatever. And that beautiful person just want to be safe. That beautiful person just want to be loved. That beautiful person or whatever don't want to have to worry about nothing happening that don't make sense. A lot of people don't understand that I'm a beautiful person. I actually got feelings. I actually am serious about what I'm saying. I actually live in a fairy tale. That's why I'm able to talk the fairy tale, because I'm living in it every day. Despite of the ups and downs, despite of the trials and tribulations, despite if she betrayed me, lied to me or whatever, and set me up or whatever that has happened. Because see, when you're out here and you're trying to love, a lot of bad things will happen. And a lot of bad things happen. And I can confess that. Because a lot of men won't just say that, hey, shit, I got treated like shit too. Some fucked up shit happened to me. Bad stuff happened to men too. Bad stuff happened to men. Men could be a good man and bam. All types of evil that didn't happen to him. But a lot of times is a man really going to say openly, oh, I've been hurt. I done had my feelings hurt. I've been betrayed. I've had this happen, that happened. A lot of men not actually going to do that. See, me as a man, I don't have a problem with sitting here and just saying flat out, shit, I done got my feelings hurt. Fucked up shit happened. I've been betrayed. I've been lied to. I've been set up. Whatever that you could think about, it about happened to me trying to fuck with a woman or being in these streets. You know what I'm saying? You meet all types of lives. So I looked at all of that and I just was like, hey, it happened. Whatever. I'm at peace with that. Even if it ain't peaceful all the time or whatever, I have to be at peace with that because I'm trying to create some more peace in my life, because I don't want to be so disturbed about what has happened in the past that, hey, here go this peaceful woman right here that you actually been looking for, and because all this bad stuff doesn't happen, you can't allow her to do what she needs to do for you. It's my thought a lot of the times, But it wasn't easy. It's not easy. You growing up, you seeing everybody being dysfunctional. You're not seeing a good pattern of love. It's not love in the community. We don't see solid relationships, healthy relationships. We don't see healthy things around us. Straight up. We don't see healthy things around us. The relationships we see around us, they're not healthy. They're dysfunctional. We see too much negativity and we don't see enough love. So by the time you grow up and that person that you with and hooked up with first grew, y'all both dysfunctional. Y'all don't know how to love. Wherever environment you came from, it wasn't really wrapped around no love. It probably wasn't a good parent situation there. It probably was a broken home, because a lot of us come from broken homes. And a lot of times you might not have came from a broken home, but you met somebody that came from a broken home. And when that person came to you, they broken you. Straight up. That's what be going on out here. And a lot of times when you look at your life or whatever, a lot of people fuck around, being honest, won't accomplish ever feeling love, experiencing love, creating memories in love. A lot of people will never experience that. And a lot of folks won't say that openly when they are doing all these motivational speeches and telling y'all all these great little stuff, viral videos that tell you about love. They not gonna tell you the truth. The truth is about love, especially in 2024, the chances of you Finding somebody magically to love you and treat you right, that might not happen. That just might not happen. And people don't want to admit that or just say that openly, that the chances of you being loved correctly probably ain't gonna happen. Might not happen. It's a slim chance to none. Because look what type of world we live in. Look how dysfunctional it is around us. Look at the people that we're around. Look at the behavior that we adapt. Look at our belief system. Because I don't believe in none of the stuff nobody believe in. I don't listen to people when they be talking about their belief system. I don't care who you is. I ain't listening to that shit. Straight up, because they got you bound in your mind. Because what you really needed to be focused on or whatever is that's, hey, putting your mind spiritually in this great place and working towards getting away from all that's really going on around you. Because I've always tried to escape from everything. Because this world don't make sense. These relationships, this dysfunction, these conversations, these walks of life, everything matters for a negative reason, not to be positive, to be uplifting, to have us where we're just spiritually free. I don't see a lot of people that's spiritually free. I see a lot of people that's emotionally bound. Emotionally bound. A lot of people is walking around beautiful on the outside and emotionally chained, emotionally locked on the inside of themselves. And that's what we don't talk about. Because seriously, like, the chances of you might be in love by somebody correctly, is that probably going to happen? It might not happen. Straight up. And for you to be a person to say that you was loved, that's rare for us to hear. That's rare for us to see. See, love is not something that is really actually available. Like I noticed, like when I be doing videos and stuff like that for TikTok, right? And I be going down the list and stuff. You know, you go into Creators Insight and all that bullshit. It's so many videos to talk about bad relationships. Like they literally sit back with analytics and just chart all the stuff that y'all be looking up. And the stuff that y'all look up the most is toxic relationships. That is the highest thing to always talk about on social media. Toxic relationships, disrespectful relationships, relationships that people are not loving each other. Anything that is disrespectful has a high analytic on it. I can literally open up my phone and go through the analytics or whatever on platforms, because it'll tell you, especially when you're a creator, it will tell you what people is looking at and what's the high. And the highest thing I always notice is toxic, bad behavior, dysfunctional love, broken families. This is the shit that y'all look at every day, because that's what y'all living in. But I'll get on social media and speak openly about it, and they'll try to silence my message, not let my message get across, keep me in a view jail. Because before I even understood what analytics was, I got on TikTok and I said, it's dysfunctional. Men don't know how to treat each other. Women don't know how to treat each other. Our kids are broken. This is wrong. This is wrong. But nah, Arab, be quiet. Nah, you so aggressive. Nah, you're too alpha of a male. But when I did more and more of the research, the analytics say that's all y'all look at every day. The analytics say in real life outside of social media platforms, that is y'all relationships. To be honest, straight up. That's what everybody's looking at. A toxic relationship, a broken heart. If I make a video about a broken heart, they get all types of views. If I make a video say I'ma love you correctly, it get all types of views. You know why? Because it's a man on the platform saying that he know how to love a woman correctly. Women want to hear that shit because in real life, they're not being loved correctly. Damn, this man say he gonna love me correctly and he ain't ugly. I don't hear that shit at home. That's really, really sad. When I actually have said the stuff I said on this platform, folks was trying to make me feel like I was a liar or I was dumb or I was stupid or what I was saying was wrong. But when I looked at the analytics, it told me that toxic relationships, anything that was dysfunctional, the arrow, the analytic, it go like this. It literally was doing straight like this. Because that's what all y'all was looking at. It's up like it'll say it said it was up 1,000+%. Certain videos I noticed, if I talk about toxic or something like that, it started getting viewed. Oh, they want to play that more. Certain videos they hand pick and stuff. I'll play that video right there. Yep, let that run through the algorithms. Yep. It's such a negative message. Everybody at home going through something and pretending like they not. Baby, you ain't getting loved at home. You ain't getting treated right at home. You ain't getting respected at home. You're not. I think when we stop lying to ourselves about what's going on or whatever and start being honest, we'll start getting better results because the analytics keep saying something different. It bothers me that people get on social media when the truth is coming out. They try to make it to seem that it's a lie when the analytics and even outside of that, the statistics of life on any just platform that proves a point of a fact of truth says that we are not in love, that we don't have healthy families, that we are not anything to do with love. We're toxic. That's what the charts say. That's what the data say. That's what everybody looking up besides a wig and some hair and some glamour shit. You looking up something toxic. Or you looking up something that says you want something that you do not have in your life. Because you will find a lot of women watching videos about love. Because a woman, no matter how angry she is or wherever place she is or whatever, even if she's dysfunctional, heartbroken or whatever, the views say she want to be loved. She want to feel safe. She want to be touched. She want to be cuddled. She want to go on dates. She wants to build a future. But because that is not really what's going on, she has to look at it on her phone than to see it in real life. That is the behavior that is going on, that instead of seeing it in real life, she has to see it on her phone. She sees that behavior on her phone. She's not a witness to that in her life. And a lot of people don't want to talk about the real numbers of how toxic things is, of how out of control a so-called relationship is now. The majority of women sleep alone at night. The majority of women are in relationships. They're not happy in their relationship. They just don't want to be by themselves. Straight up. How to be loved. Never experienced love. Thought about it, never got it. A lot of women, I done heard this just all over the world. I just want to be loved. I just want to feel safe. Or I'm just so broken because I thought I was being, I wanted. It's either you broken or you want to be. And you broken and you want to be, and you probably ain't going to be. And that's what a lot of people don't want to talk about. That you're still broken and you want to be this. And a lot of times you ain't going to be that because you're broken right here. And that what you want ain't available to on top of that. It's not in your environment. It's not in your mentality. It's not really just in your circumference. Right? It's not available. And a lot of people have to be honest with themselves sometimes and just say, right now in my life, what I want in a relationship, what type of love I want or whatever, is not available. Because it's not. You 3 relationships up, 4, 5, 6, whatever relationships, friends on your phone, however, whether you're a man or a woman, it depends on what you want. Now, some people might say that they want a certain type of relationship. A lot of people might not. That's the gamble of what you take when you're dealing with people, to wonder whether they really want a love, a happiness, a future, to build something. You'll find that out quick because of the majority of the time, you're going to find yourself sitting by yourself. And when you sitting by yourself, you'll realize that that love, that hard work, that effort, that unselfishness that you had about yourself, the other people didn't have that for themselves, and it bit at you, it hurt you, because now you're just somewhere by yourself working hard. Because a lot of us somewhere by ourselves working hard, trying to figure it out, struggling, moving this around, doing this, trying to figure out the next move, trying to figure out what's better. You started off with them, you over here by yourself now. And that's what the type of life it is or whatever. And I guess I think about that type of stuff. I'm honest with myself. I'm glad that the people or whatever ain't around me. And I just want to create something healthy for myself or whatever. People always got something to say to me or trying to tell me something about my life or whatever. I don't give a fuck about their lives. I'm not on. I don't be giving a shit about that, because my goal is just to be happy. That's it. I don't want all that other shit everybody else want. When people be telling me, trying to tell me something, I'm being aggressive and doing whatever the fuck I gotta do so I can be somewhere happy and safe. All that other shit I don't want. I don't want the same things people want. The shit people be talking about, I don't be giving a fuck about that shit. Don't give a fuck about it. You ain't experienced what I experienced. You ain't been where I've been. Your mind don't even work the way mine's work. So why would I give a fuck about what you talking about? The goal's supposed to be happy and out the way and safe with those that genuinely love you. All this judgmental and all this trying to tell, get the money or whatever, let's go live good. Fuck all that other shit. That's what love is. Let's get the money, let's live good, and let's get the fuck up out the way or whatever, because ain't nothing this way. And a lot of people try to make it seem like it's so great outside. You a goddamn lie. Unless you just lying, because, shit, I've been outside for a long time. I done seen too much. It's really not safe or healthy out there. So that's where my mind is at. I guess some days I wake up and I'm like, damn, this ain't what I wanted out of life. Damn, why the fuck did I wind up with her? Damn, how the fuck she wind up even my damn mama? I think like that. And I don't give a shit what nobody say, because I'm like, damn, why she my mama? Damn, why they have to be my fucking family? I think like that. I'll talk openly like that. I'm not ashamed to say what's on my mind. A lot of times I would really look at my situation and be like, damn, why she have to be my mama? Damn, why is they my family? If I could have picked my family, if I could have picked my mama, if I could have picked this, I would have. And I'm not ashamed to say that or whatever, like, in life, we're dealt hands or whatever, especially in a community like us, where we just have to make the best out of the hand that was given to us. And a lot of times I don't appreciate the hands that was given to us and the things that we had to go through or whatever. A lot of times in life, people go through things, and when they're going through things, it is not their fault. A lot of times when people open their mouth, they're speaking a language or whatever that's a foreign language, because what you're talking about, we don't know what the fuck you talking about, because you have no experience. You don't know what you're talking about, and you just talking out loud. Life is not what everybody thinks it is. This dice was rolled for you. This dice was rolled for that person. And those people over there, all the dice was just rolled craps from day one for them. And a lot of people don't want to talk about that in life, that when people are born from birth, that the crap table literally is right there. Soon as they came out the womb, the crap table was right there, and they crapped out from day one. Straight up. I've noticed that or whatever. Some of us just had that lifestyle where as soon as we came into the game or whatever of life, you crapped out. And this shit ain't finna be easy. And the question is, are you going to make it out? You might not. The majority of the times, probably not. So, I guess with all I saw, with all I've been through, I always just try to create some positive space in my life where I'm putting myself in a space where I'm like, I'm happy. I'm working towards this. I don't believe in that because I want this. I want what's healthy for me, what makes sense. I don't want to restrict myself. I don't want to give my life away to nothing anymore but to a greater good of happiness. That is all that I care about. A lot of things I just don't care about no more. I care about what is most important: love, and what it takes for us to love each other correctly, to be out the way. A good lifestyle is important. And that's what I work towards. That's what I put my mind towards. But I guess, some days you wake up and you just have those days where you just really think about life. And I guess some days I wake up, I'll be like, damn, like, where's a good woman at? Like, damn, I'm out here being a daddy by myself. What the fuck type of shit? Like, I think about stuff like that. Because even as a man, you're a single father. Do I really want to be a single father? No. You a man and you up here trying to teach a girl something or whatever. And, I mean, that's cool. But, it's supposed to be a healthy woman or whatever, too. You know what I'm saying? And then a lot of times women trying to tell you how to parent or whatever. God damn it, you by your motherfucking self. Shut your ass up. You by yourself and you ain't doing the greatest job of your damn self. Catch up. This be my problem or whatever, that we don't really see life for really what it is or whatever. I think we're so scared to speak about the truth, talk about the truth, be open about the truth. I hear all the time, oh, Arab, you're so blunt. Oh, Arab, you're so honest. Right, you're lying, though. I'm not finna walk around where I can't express myself. I can't be honest about what life really is. See, I'm free, and I'm not on drugs, and I'm not on medication or anything, because I'm free to express myself. I'm free to release what is in me. I'm free to talk about whatever that the situation is, because I don't fear what's inside of me, whether it's negative, whether it's evil, whether it's shameful. I don't fear what's inside of me because I want it outside of me. See, that's what you have to do, is don't fear what's inside of you. Let what's inside of you out of you so you can be better you. Because it's good to let the hurt out, to let whatever out, whether you was a crummy person, a hoe, a drug addict, or whatever. I don't give a fuck. But it's to let it out or whatever, to be a better person, to see a greater you, to see a better you. At this point in my life, I don't care no more. I tried to have healthy relationships with everybody, from my social media platform to my own personal life. That shit didn't really work. So I have to focus on what is really most important. Let's get back focused or whatever, Arab. We want the happiness. We want the stability. We don't want to be broken. We don't want to be hurt. We don't want to be disrespected. We want to be around people that's safe. Straight up. I don't want anything that does not constitute happiness. I don't want nobody's belief system. I just don't want none of that no more. It's all washed up. It's boring. It's sad. It's depressing. It didn't accomplish nothing. Everybody got this belief system, but you and your family poor. I don't want to hear that shit no more. I'm sorry, I just don't. I've seen so much negativity. I've learned so much negativity. I've experienced so much negativity. But I ask everybody that runs their mouth or talks or gives their opinion, where's the positivity at? Do you even open your mouth to speak it or promote it, or you just talk it around a couple of little people? See, I get on my platform and speak about everything until they knock it down, because I ain't scared to talk about the truth. I'm gonna have my platform knocked down 1,000,000 times for speaking the truth, because the world don't want the truth. They want a lie. Let's pretend like everything's okay. Let's pretend like everything is safe. Let's pretend like we're not dysfunctional. Let's pretend like we're happy and we're not on drugs. Let's pretend like we're not weird, disrespectful, sexually out of control, sexually predators, sexual, you know what I'm saying? Just nasty, disgusting things. We don't want to talk about that. Let's pretend to be everything but who the fuck we really are. This is why a lot of times I'm disgusted. Because I say I'm supposed to transform and be like everybody else and talk a conversation that appease the evil, that appease the disrespect, the dysfunction, to be like the other leaders, to stand up and teach just certain things. Not nothing to free your mind, to free your heart, to free yourself of a custom-built teaching that kept you and your peoples locked down. That kept you and your peoples in that same situation, mentally, physically, emotionally. We look for leadership because we're broken. I don't look for leadership. No man is my leader. I don't look for leadership. And the leader that I had growing up, he passed. So that's over with for me. I'm a man now. I'm an aged man. I'm a grown man. I'm not looking for leadership. I'm not thirsty to nobody to lead me, to lie to me, to have me sitting here waiting on their time frame and their schedule. For what? Why am I always looking for somebody to lead me or whatever when they only really lead their own family? People don't even understand leadership because they behind the scenes. All I would do is lead my people to do better. That's all. And I ain't trying to lead everybody or whatever because folks don't. You can't lead the blind. How you going to lead the blind when the blind don't see? The blind don't hear. And when the blind do hear and when the blind do see, they tell you that the truth is a lie. Because on this planet and this world, the truth a lie. The truth will always be a lie. Hey, Arab, yeah, what the fuck ever. That's really how it is. Hey, Arab, yeah, what the fuck ever. That's how it really is in real life. And I learned that. I'm spreading love. I'm being uplifted. I'm teaching people. I'm helping them not be depressed. I'm teaching them how to get out of a bad situation. And as fast as I'm done or whatever, that shit don't mean nothing. Love don't mean nothing. Working together don't mean nothing. Painting a pretty picture don't mean nothing. Escaping, putting in the work to go to the pretty picture, that don't mean nothing. We could talk it. Is we gonna do it? We could scroll it. Is we gonna be the person that's actually being scrolled? I don't want to be on the outside looking in. I don't ever want to be on the outside looking in. And if I'm on the outside looking in, more than likely I'm about to break in. That has been my mentality, that if I'm on the outside looking in, I'm figuring out how to get in. And if I can't get in quick enough, I'll break in. But if you want to sit around and wait and pray and do all that other stuff that you've been doing or whatever, that's fine. But as for me, it's a tactic to it. I'm aggressive about it. I'm serious about it. I know what I want. I know what I want. I'm not confused about what I want. On the real. I want an aggressive love, a serious love, a dangerous love. What is a dangerous love? Not a love that hurt me, but a love that say, hey, if you fuck with him or whatever, you got problems with me. See, we don't love each other. We don't protect each other. We don't uplift each other or whatever. We so busy up there trying to criticize each other. Man, go get a fucking bag and be happy. Everybody's so busy pointing the finger at each other. We ain't accomplishing shit together. And that shit irritates me. I have disassociated myself with family or whoever because I learned this ain't love. We don't have the same point of views. You live in a small space or whatever. I live in an open pasture. It's a difference. I have evolved. I'm always evolving. Even in my worstest points, I'm always reaching for a better day, a more sane place in my mind, a stronger love. Like, why is everything got to be dysfunctional in a pretend show all the time? Like, I'm not good at pretending. I'm not good at pretending. I don't like to pretend. I don't like to bite my tongue. I offend people because I tell the truth. Oh, okay. I'm going to do what I want to do. And what I want to do is just be happy. I was just working so hard to try to put a message out there to let's do this. And nobody heard that shit. Oh, let's love each other. Let's uplift each other. And I'm like, damn, I'm doing all of this positive shit. And I ain't getting no type of support for that shit. I just got to worry about myself. I got to start focusing on myself. People don't want love. People don't want to be normal. People don't want to see a sane, normal routine around them. You want to pretend like it's normal, but that ain't normal. I learned that. I learned from others to be dysfunctional or whatever. Then a lot of y'all, I'm going to say this too. Just because you found peace in your life or you got on track and you start studying the Bible or you signed up with some type of religion group or whatever, stop bothering folks or whatever because you done got on your path. Okay? Or you trying to figure out what your path is. Because a lot of times that shit's irritating. Okay? All of that stuff is boring. It's boring. It's boring. It don't mean nothing no more. And it's just the truth. It don't mean nothing no more. You really have to be focused on you and those around you that want the same thing. Hey, let's work this out. Let's have some, and let's get on up out the way and let them folks do what they want to do. Because that's where I'm at with it. Y'all go ahead be dysfunctional. Y'all go ahead be disrespectful. Y'all go ahead keep on having these weird relationships and a different partner every 2 weeks and all this other type of shit. I'm going to go over here. That's what I'm going to do. That's what I've been learning. Shut the fuck up. Let them be dysfunctional. Let them be retarded. Let them fight each other, disrespect each other, and all this other shit that they be doing. Let them talk about each other when they both ain't on shit they goddamn self. Let's just stay up out the way, bro. Let's just stay up out the way and let that dysfunction go over there. I don't want no parts of that. It's like you talking to a blind dog. It's like you snapping your finger and the person blind and you doing like this in front of their face and they just, It's tiresome or whatever. They want a man to be a superman. They want him to be a super leader. They want him to have clean hands. That man will show up or whatever. That man finna be overworked, underpaid, and not loved and not appreciated. That's another thing that you have to learn about. And I learned so much about being a good man. Ain't no reward really in that. Straight up. Ain't no like heavy reward a lot of times with being a good man. Shit, everybody want to fuck you, but ain't nobody finna really uplift you, be there for you. And, they try to tell you about yourself. Motherfucker, I'm the best thing out here. You ain't finna go find nothing better than me. The fuck is you talking about? As a man, I know what my value is. I ain't got to have a fucking dollar in my pocket, baby. Go on outside. Go on see what you gonna get. You ain't finna get nobody that's finna treat you right. Straight up. And if you think it's finna be all great, go on the fuck here. I don't even care. That's what point I'm at. I don't care because I really know what's going on out here. And I try to make it where I'm being safe, I'm being sane, and I'm doing what's best for a man to do to retain my morals, my values, my value, to not put myself in harm's way. And anything, from whether it's a family member or whoever, I just don't want no parts of that. So a lot of days when I'm waking up, y'all, I just say, damn, like, what, this not what I wanted? Man, it's been days where I just done had everything. Cars, money, all types of cribs, all types of beautiful shit doesn't happen in my life or whatever. I can say that. Despite of the bad, I done had a lot of magical years in my life. But I'll stand there and I'll say to myself or whatever, where's the love? Where's a good woman at? Where's a normal family? Like, a lot of stuff just ain't been normal or whatever. You can have the money, the cars, the cribs, all types of shit. But then you'll look around like, I ain't got a good woman. I don't have a good family unit around me. I don't have a strong support system. Just certain stuff you pay attention to when you're really a sound-minded man and you think accordingly. You notice what you're lacking, what you're strong at, what's missing, what do you need in your life or whatever that doesn't have to do with materialistic things. That's the type of mentality or whatever that I have, that, damn, I'm missing that. Or maybe I was out and I saw some old people holding hands or some shit like that, because I pay attention when I'm outside, and I might see something that caught my attention, or I might see a couple or something, or I might ride past something that caught my attention, and I'm like, damn, I would like to do that, but I ain't got nobody to do it with. It's just certain things that I think about that I think is healthy as a man, whether it's just me being real with myself to tell myself, well, you ain't got nobody like that or whatever. I mean, well, shit, you in the car by yourself, bro. So, and none of these hoes or whatever you would want to do that with. So, I've just been being honest with myself. And I'm not afraid or ashamed to, just share how I feel or whatever. A lot of days I'll just wake up and I'm just like I feel like I worked and hustled for years to not have the love and the memories I wanted. And the memories I wanted didn't have nothing to do with money or materialistic things or goals. A goal within love, like love goals, I kind of would call that. To be able to accomplish this different types of feelings and events and just magical stuff. I would just call it magical because I just feel like with love, magical things can happen. And I don't know what all it could be or whatever, but when that feeling is on me, magical things happen. And I just feel like that or whatever, to have a magical look on love and to see what it could create. Because I see with people or whatever that they don't have no love and they are not creative. Love is creative. Love is a language. Love is not one language. Love is not basic at all. Love has different levels and dimensions, and a lot of times I'm displeased or dissatisfied because I don't see dimensions in people. And I'm dimensional. Like, I like to hit different dimensions, and a lot of times I'm not able to do that or explore that or get onto my spaceship because I'm in a spaceship with this love shit. Like, I be really thinking about some shit, and I'm like, damn, can I just say that out loud? And it's not evil or wicked or nothing, but it's like I know nobody thinking like that, and I'm there. Like, I'm really, really there where I just really like take myself and I do this out of body experience. And it's like everything just so smooth and it's so romantic and it's just so flat. And the energy is good because a lot of times I'm not like that because the fuck, I'm finna give you the dimension. I'm finna get on my spaceship and take you to a dimension and your energy is not good. It's so downbeat. Like, a downbeat energy does not work for me in me getting to put gas in my spaceship to give you a dimension of this love because I can get on this spaceship and just get dimensional. I could go different places with this shit. And I'm upset a lot of times because I wasn't able to do that. And if I really was to talk about love and what I want to experience, how I feel about things, how I analyze it, it's not like the average man. I don't think like other men think, and I don't want to think like that. Like, for anybody to think, oh, he just think like, oh man, baby, you a fool. I don't think like that. Even if I talk like that, or you might think that, or your experience, whatever that you're thinking as a woman or even as a man, I have my own thought. A lot of times I'll sit there and I'm like, damn, you know what I'm saying? Like, I used to look at myself growing up, I'm like, you know what, you ain't like other men. Like, you're different. You know, not weird, but you different. Like, you ain't on what they on. Like, I tried to be what they was on for 2 seconds. I didn't like that shit. I liked it to dress the way I dressed, wear my hair. Everything I wanted to do was just kind of different. I just had my own lane, my own conversation, my own aura with women. I don't want to be like the other men. I want my own aura, my own thing, my own saying, my own lifestyle, my own family situation. What I want to create as a man, I want to create. I don't care what my uncle said, what my daddy said, what Brodum said, what the block say, what the streets say, what the city say. I don't give a fuck. I just want to create my own thing. And that's just where I was at with it. So a lot of times I really sit with myself or whatever, and I'm just creating stuff, or I'm just looking up stuff. Like, I look up a lot of healthy stuff. Like, I'm not on my phone looking up a bunch of toxic bullshit. I'm not looking up arguing and fighting. I'm not looking up people beating each other up and shooting each other or doing anything violent to each other. Those are not the things I'm looking up. I'm looking up romantic scenes. I'm looking up houses. I'm looking up just things that make me happy, things that are meaningful, things that express love, memories, getaways, things that are positive. Like, it's seriously, when you're on social media and you looking up all that trash, they're registering that. Just to let you know, when you on social media and you looking up toxic stuff, disrespectful stuff, domestic stuff, anything that says, you know, something that's negative or whatever, you know what I'm saying? You know that you really like not cleansing your soul. You're feeding yourself negativity. Like, a lot of times I get a lot of inboxes and I just be like, oh my God, why is they sharing all this stupid ass shit to my inbox? I don't watch that type of stuff. I don't feed myself that type of stuff. I don't want to look at that type of stuff. I really feed myself positive stuff. If the world say that, oh, as a man of color, I'm a bad father, I'm all these negative things, then why would I sit up there and look up all those negative things and be those negative things? Why would I allow that to become me? Instead, I'm looking up love. I'm looking up success. I'm looking up motivation. I'm looking up godly shit. I'm looking up comedy shit, stuff that makes sense. But for me to be looking at just a bunch of sad or disrespectful things that have my mind in the wrong place or whatever, because everything is not healthy to just put into your soul, to be looking up, to be just watching. If you're feeding yourself a bunch of negative stuff, I just can't see anything positive coming from that. I think it's important to be mindful of what you're putting in yourself, what you're thinking, what you're expressing, what air that you breathe in. Because if you breathe in a bunch of negative air and around a bunch of negative people, I could probably say that the result will be negative. So I'm always, again, I want to put myself in a loving situation. I don't know, I just always picture this magical stuff in my head or whatever, and I really be stuck there a lot of the times or whatever. I just always wanted to be happy. A lot of bad things happen growing up or whatever. A lot of bad things happen as a teenager. A lot of bad things happen as a man or whatever. But when it was all said and done, I still wanted to be happy. I still believed in love. I still wasn't a crummy individual. I still wasn't a snake. I just still wasn't with none of that dysfunctional bullshit. I still wanted something. I didn't let life hurt me or break me so bad where I didn't go and accomplish what I wanted to feel. And if I couldn't accomplish it, it's just, it wasn't available. Because if it's not available, I get it. But for me to sit up here and say that if the goal is available, the feeling is available, and it's prosperous, it's good, it's healthy, it'll make me smile, it'll make my heart feel good, I'm jumping all over that shit. I'm not scared of love. I'm not scared of anything that is positive. I'm not scared to create positive environment. I'm just in this place where I'm always ready for what's good, what's healthy. I'm aggressive about that a lot of days. Maybe I'm angry because it's not moving fast enough. I feel like I should be on a rocket for love, a rocket for positivity, a rocket for success, because if you are the turtle in the race, then we are going to lose. I think you should be strong and aggressive and on a rocket for success, for love, for anything that is positive, especially if you have children, because this is your duty, because what you're performing, it affects them. But if you're sitting around stagnant and not really accomplishing goals and not really building something that's going to say that it's going to take us to another level, where are you at and what are you doing and what is wrong with your mind? That's all I've ever did. The right way and the wrong way, because I ain't ashamed of who I am. Because if I had to do some wrong to make it right so we could be all right, I've done that. I'm not ashamed to say that whatever that needed to be done, long as it didn't assassinate my manhood or my character or, just anything to deprive me as a man where I can stand strong and my reputation be valid, bitch, I'm down. Fuck is you talking about? We finna be happy and we finna get this shit done. All this sitting around twiddling your fingers and, oh, well, maybe next year. Man, the time is now. The time is now. It's time to be happy. It's time to create memories. It's time to get out of that sad mentality. It's time to, that happened 3 years ago or whatever. Well, my dad died. I'm sad about that. I'm over it. Just a lot of stuff I looked at in my life that might have broke me or whatever, and I just accept it for what it is. It is what it is. Life is hard. Life ain't fair. People live to die. I mean, just a lot of stuff happened or whatever, and I'm not saying that it's right, but I've learned to accept the good, the bad, and the ugly. And what I'm going to do as a man is work as hard as I can so the rest of whatever left of life I have, that it be good, because it's going to be the good and the bad and the ugly. And that's just life and how it is. It's good, but it's a lot of bad and it's a lot of ugly. And I think if we're being intelligent, we'll do what we're supposed to do or whatever, where it won't be a lot of bad and ugly anymore. I don't want to pretend like I'm happy. I don't want to pretend like that it's just the material things that I want out of life. I don't want to pretend like, oh, I'm just so happy I'm a single dad or whatever that I've been going through, or I just, I'm posting pictures of me and Bella shit. That shit hard. Shit, I feel some type of way about a lot of different stuff that come on in my life, but we can't talk about that. We got to sit up here and have fake conversation. I don't be like to have a fake conversation. If we can't talk real, why the fuck is we talking? That's always been my problem, that I feel like we can't talk real. Then when we is talking about something that ain't got nothing to do with no fucking money, I don't even want to talk about that shit. Leave me and Bella alone and let us do what the fuck we got to do so we can have a better lifestyle. That's all I really be giving a fuck about. That me and Bella have a better life and that we be happy and that we don't have to go through the things that we've been through. That's really where I be at in life. And a lot of folks sit up there just try to make it seem like, oh, everything's just so great for everybody. Baby, let me pull up on you and see how it really is out here. Because it's not really what everybody try to make it seem like it is. Straight on up. I really, really just want, at the end of the day, the happiness. To be able to look at those that I love and say that I did a good job, that I'm safe, that I kept them out of harm's way, that I explained to them how things really, really are, and not let them walk around thinking that it's sweet out here or it's just love available on every corner. I don't want to teach that. I don't want to promote that. I don't want to shelter somebody so much or be so godly where I can't teach the real truth. Because when you get done reading and praying and you go outside, it's cracking. Believe that. It's cracking outside. It's real outside. And if you playing and you ain't teaching correctly and you ain't making your way to put yourself up out of the way, you could fuck around and be in harm's way. And even if you ain't did nothing wrong and you out the way, you could just be outside and be in harm's way. Because that's the life that we was dealt. Because the good, the bad, and the ugly does affect the good. See, a lot of people be thinking because you're so righteous or because you read, you study, you pray to whoever that you pray to, you will be affected too. Because this life spares no one. Just be happy that you can live to tell the testimony of it and be somebody that light shines, that they can look at you and say, oh, you figured it out. Can you teach us so we can figure it out too? Because there will be some that will want to stop and figure out how did you put yourself in that place of happiness and why are y'all over there? Because it's all dysfunctional over here. Thank y'all for coming to the live tonight. Thank you for being supportive of me. My name is Arab. I'm the TikTok husband. I'm reporting to you live or whatever. I just wanted to talk tonight. I did not read nobody's comments tonight. I wanted to talk tonight, so I didn't read anybody's comments or whatever. When I come to the live or whatever, I will just be talking or whatever, and I will be shutting down my live a lot of the times. If you notice or whatever, when I'm putting up goals, they're not being met. My angle is totally different on social media. I'm going to come on here, I'm going to do lives and stuff, and then I'm going to shut down my live. I'm on other platforms now. I'm on YouTube. I'm on Instagram, and I will be posting them or whatever. But moving forward, I will not be going live every day like that. I will put my face in here for a little while, say what I got to say, and I will shut my live down. That'll be it. That'll be all. I'm not putting up goals no more. A lot of stuff that I was doing on this platform, I will not be doing anymore. I don't want to appreciate y'all for coming to the live. Those of you who actually support me from time to time, not full time, but for just time to time. That's what we got going on here. My energy is different. The way you treat me, I will treat you. Please pay attention to what I'm doing. I'll see y'all again. Thank you for coming to my platform. To those of you that actually do show up, thank you. What I said tonight, I meant from my heart. Moving forward on my platform, I'm just going to say whatever come to my heart, and I'm going to shut my platform down. I'm not going to be on here all day, every day. I used to do like 30, 40 hours on the live and stuff like that. I ain't doing that no more. Things are different. I'm thinking different. I feel a lot better. I'm a lot wiser. My desire is to only be successful. I've learned that success is a lonely road and people do not want to go. Straight up. They don't want to go. Everybody love you until it's time to put in the work. Everybody love you until it's time to really actually show you that they love you. That's what you will always learn and see. See, a million people will say, oh, I love you, Arab, but they're not going to show me that. A million people will say, I this Arab, I that Arab, but they're not going to show you that. And you have to remember that in your life, that you will have people that are talkers that are not doers. That's what you will have in your life. You will have people that are talkers and not doers. And I don't want talkers in my life. I need doers in my life. My goal is to be better, be a better man, to be a better father, to be better at whatever I do. My goals is to be happy, is to probably have more kids. I was just thinking, I'm like, you know, because I was thinking to that. I was like, I'm just going to do whatever I want to do. And what I want to do ain't evil, because I was just thinking about what I want. I want to be happy. I might want to have kids. I might want to go sit on the beach for a week. I don't know. But those are the things that I'm working on. Those are the things that I'm thinking about. Going to the carnival, I don't know. It might have been something when I was a kid that I wanted to do that I didn't do, but that is the mentality. That is the goal. That is what I am working on. I am freeing myself every day to be a better me, a taller me, a better version of me. I'm really not happy on this platform a lot of the times. So a lot of times I really haven't been having much to say anymore. It has been like a lot of times my experience on the platform or whatever. I like the truth. I don't like a lie. Thank y'all for coming to the platform. Y'all have a good night. I'm the TikTok husband, and thank you for being supportive of me. Thank y'all for coming to my YouTube page, checking me out or whatever. I really appreciate y'all. I'm gonna be going live more or whatever on here, so that's why I've been turning this on lately, y'all, talking to y'all, and I like it better on here a lot of the times because it's like more laid back or whatever. So I just was on my other page or whatever too, but I just wanted to tell y'all tonight or whatever that's tuning in and watching me. I appreciate y'all. Make sure y'all like, share. I don't know, I'm still trying to figure out this YouTube thing. This is kind of new for me, but I appreciate y'all for coming to my live tonight, tuning in and watching me. I appreciate and I love y'all. Good night and God bless. I am the TikTok husband. Come check me out again. Thank you.